Hello everybody and welcome back to another Economic FX Setup video edition. My name is still Damagaj from good old Germany. On Wednesday, the 9th October 2013, meanwhile 1 o'clock 35 in the morning after midnight here in Europe, Central European time, I want to give you a shortly Economic FX Setup for the next 48 hours or 96 hours, even until this weekend, for the pound US dollar, so for the cable. So analyze the stuff again, it's still yours. Okay, here we go with the development of this week in a cable, and we saw here we started around about a little bit above 160 and got here this nice upside trend. Interesting, in the last minutes brick shop price came out here came out, and fifth time deflation scenario, so higher lower prices, good for the consumer, bad for the retailers, and the market priced here a little bit higher cable. So all in all, a little bit, cable run away. Yes, I would say run away, because I didn't accept here this high move. Run away. Here, if we get the chart here, we see we break here up, so I didn't accept it. So I would proudly here buy cable here between 160.75 and even the lows 160.04 here in this big 71 pips area. I would buy cable even into a breakup above this trend line, sideways trend line, and this horizontal trend line at 161.80. So that should be the target here, 75 pips on the buff side. And in the end, maybe end of this week or next week, then new yearly highs at 162.59. So all in all, of course, US dollar, big theme. I wouldn't go so far and sell the dollar, but I don't see a reason to buy dollar. And from technical point of view, here it's cable is looking in a good setup. Even buy pound, and by the way, sell dollar. And tomorrow we will have a great impact here, great economic impact here. And London session, credit conditions survey came out, good data or important data. Also trade balance, industrial production and manufacturing production, and 6 hours later GDP estimate. So big, heavy impact from the economic front tomorrow. And while Wall Street session tomorrow, FOMC member Evans will speak, crude oil inventories, 10-year bond auction, and FOMC meetings. Also big impact here on the time price frame. Here we will have a decision. So Wednesday and Thursday, also big day here, 24 hours or 18 hours later. GDP, GPD, so Bank of England usual meeting will be on Thursday, rate statement, and US dollar unemployment claims will also came out. Okay, Friday, consumer sentiment, here is not in the chart, also important. So all in all, big, heavy economic impact. And I can imagine here while Wednesday ASAS session that we will have here a reason to buy the dollar. So I would proudly buy pound, and by the way, sell the dollar even of this technical setup. Because if we create here a technical setup, here I created, yes, but here the market anticipated, yes, faster than I expected. Here we've got here an A, B, C, D, and I thought here throughout Asia we will create here even between 160.75 and 160.04 here in this 71 pip area. Here 71 area, 71 pips. Here an E, and then create here an F, even new highs, break up here this downside trend, and even above 161.80. So throughout Wednesday, European US session, and Thursday, and maybe into Friday even into 1.6259 new yearly high area. Okay, that's the outlook. All in all, once again, at 1:40 Central European Time, 0:40 London time, or even 19:40 Tuesday evening New York time, or 16:41 Seattle LA time. I would prefer to go long in pound, US dollar, and cable into weekend. Here, technical setup A, B, C, D. Don't ignore heavy, much more impact. Data came out tomorrow. Credit conditions, trade balance, industrial production, manufacturing production from UK. Then FOMC meeting, also much more important. Then on Thursday, also BOE statement and US employment claims. Don't ignore the other data. Also on Friday, consumer sentiment, also very important. And all in all, if we put this together, my opinion, I don't accept any reason to buy US dollar, so I would buy proudly the pound, and by the way, sell the US dollar. Okay, sell the US dollar. The stop I would create here, I would proudly buy between 160.75 and 160.04. At least at 160.04 I would create a stop here. So we've got here on risk 100 pips on the downside. Target here 161.80. So 70 pips on the buff side. And if we break here tomorrow or Thursday 161.80, the target should be here newly highest 162.57. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Have a great morning, day or night, wherever, whenever you're watching my FX setups. Bye-bye.